Tomorrow morning, you wake up, the air feels different, heavier, quieter. You walk outside, expecting the world you've always known. But something is missing, and every tree is gone. Not cut, not burned, just gone. No leaves, no branches, no shade, only empty sky. For thousands of years, trees have stood beside us. They have witnessed the rise and fall of civilizations. They have shaded our ancestors as they traveled, rested, and worked the land. They have whispered in the wind and anchored the soil beneath our feet. They have given us fruit, shelter, and life without asking for anything in return. They have survived storms, fires, and droughts, quietly persisting through time. They are silent sentinels, guardians of the earth, watching over every creature that walks beneath their branches. And yet, we rarely stop to notice them, and then, in a single moment, they're gone. No warning, no time to prepare. The forests that once stretched as far as the eye could see vanish. The shade that comforted us disappears. The leaves that whispered with the wind are silenced. The branches that held nests, fruits, and life crumble into emptiness. The world we knew becomes bare, empty, and quiet, and we are left to face the consequences. Alone, nearly 1/3 of our planet depends on trees. They cover mountains, valleys, forests, and plains. They stretch across continents from the coldest regions to the tropics. They are the lungs of the earth, silently filtering the air we breathe. They store carbon, regulate climate, and bring life to everything around them. Without them, the balance of nature would collapse, and the world we know would change forever. They take in what we reject and give us what we need to live. With every breath we exhale, we release carbon dioxide into the air. And with quiet patience, trees absorb it. They transform it through the miracle of photosynthesis into oxygen, the very oxygen that fills our lungs and keeps our hearts beating. They clean the sky without machines. They purify the atmosphere without noise, day after day, night after night, without rest, without reward. In silence, they balance the chemistry of our planet. They are not just part of the environment, they are the reason it sustains life. Without forests, Earth loses its cooling system. The shade that once softened the sunlight disappears. The moisture released from leaves into the air fades away. Clouds form less often. Rain becomes unpredictable. Forests act like natural air conditioners, releasing water vapor that cools the atmosphere. They regulate temperatures across continents, balancing heat between land and sky. Without them, the ground absorbs more sunlight. Cities become heat traps. Oceans warm faster, and the delicate balance that keeps our planet stable begins to unravel. When trees disappear, entire worlds disappear. Not just wood and leaves, but homes, hidden nests high above the ground, burrows protected beneath roots, branches that cradle new life. Forests are cities for millions of species. Every trunk supports insects. Every canopy shelters birds. Every shadow protects creatures from heat and predators. Remove the trees, and you erase entire ecosystems. Animals wander without shelter. Food chains collapse. Silence replaces the sounds of life. It happens quietly at first, then all at once. And what was once a thriving, living world, unseen and unnoticed, tree roots hold the earth together. They anchor the soil, gripping it tightly through storms and heavy rain. Without them, the ground becomes loose, fragile, vulnerable. When the rains fall, there's nothing to stop the water. Floods spread faster. Mudslides bury everything in their path. Farms are washed away, rivers overflow, and the land that once sustained life turns unstable. And suddenly, it's not about trees anymore. It's about the air we struggle to breathe, the food that no longer grows as it once did, the rising heat that makes each day harder to endure. It's about families searching for water, farmers watching their fields dry out. One tree can change the air around it. It can cool the ground beneath its shade. It can shelter birds, insects, and small creatures. It can clean the air, one breath at a time. Millions of trees can change the world. They can lower temperatures across cities. They can restore balance to the climate. They can protect soil, water, and life itself. Real change does not begin with something massive. It begins with something small, a single seed, a single act. And when those small acts multiply, the future begins to grow.